No, that's not true, Lady Fox Wolfay. It's not true. People can develop their conscious functions to some extent. People can have improved relationships with their unconscious functions, but it is not true. It's not true. My SI is still shitty. I'm 50 years old. My TE is still shitty. I'm 50 years old. It's still countervalued. I'm 50 years old. My FI is still like a little baby. I'm 50 years old. It's absolutely not the case you can develop your functions. Why not? Because what does NI fifth mean? It means the same thing as NE first. What does SI eighth mean? It means the same thing as NE first. The only way you can develop your functions is to try to be less yourself. No, that's not a me problem. No, they don't. People develop, sure. People can become better, evolve. They can become more evolved or less evolved. They can function more or less optimally. That's true. But they aren't changing their cognitive functions. They're still paying attention in the same fundamental way. That's what it means to have a personality type. In other words, some birds might become better at flying because they practice in certain ways, but they're never going to be good at chasing after minnows underwater like a fish would, because they're not fish. And you should stop trying to pretend like children are blank slates and we can make them all fish and birds and land animals and everything else all at once. It's stupid. It's irrational. It's unrealistic. It doesn't hold true to reality at all. And we're oppressing endless amounts of children with this ontological violence by holding them up to standards, some of which they can achieve very easily, and then telling them they've done a good job, even though it has nothing to do with their effort or character or anything. And then some things which is almost impossible for them to do, and then telling them that they do a shitty job, even though it has almost nothing to do with their effort or character or anything. How can that be a good thing? It can't be a good thing. It cannot possibly be a good thing, right? And then we just attribute to it this notion of some people are smarter than others. I mean, the whole equation is a lot more complicated than that. You know, it's like if you ask me to do certain tasks in certain contexts, I might shine at them, and in other contexts, I might be terrible at them, because it depends on whether something's real or not for me. Like, I was a pretty shitty special ed teacher because it was all bullshit. I was a better regular education teacher because it was comparatively non-bullshit, and I was a much better debate coach because it's real. It's zero-sum. It's as real as it gets. Zero-sum's as real as it gets. In order to win, everybody else must lose. That's real. So, I mean, the thing is, treating children as though they are blank slates is committing a terrible form of ontological violence against everybody, because they are in fact examples of one of 16 distinct kinds of slates.